we've still got the flag in Mike's hand, so that was the main accomplishment. As you see, Brad Kozlowski on the bottom of Denny Hamlin. I don't know that I expected that, but as we've seen a lot of times this year, Clint, Denny doesn't necessarily take off as good as some of the other cars.
Yeah, but he's going to be good. Now look, right here, these are those guys that are coming from the back. You have to make some hay right here. You have to get to the front. Oh, look out, we got one around Priest. Larson's in the wall hard. There's a champion. I was worried about this. Custer, Suarez.
And this is exactly what we talked about, starting in the back of this field. When something happens at this particular racetrack, it happens in a hurry.
He's getting out here, guys.
Yeah, you see Cole Custer right there, sitting at the top of the racetrack with that window net still up.
It spun backwards a little bit like we had at Bowman Gray.
That was Cole Custer on the radio right there, and this 60 car saw Ryan Priest get out of it, but man, that was a massive hit that he took into the outside wall, and they were 3 wide on the front straightaway, and you see a lot of damage right there on the 5 car of Kyle Larson. Ryan Blaney's tore up.
Well, see Zilich coming on the bottom.
Yeah,
Priest comes down.
Yeah, I don't know that Ryan Priest knew that the 34 was still there. He came down the racetrack
hard. That was an extremely hard hit with that 60 car, but definitely came down, whether he was cleared, to your point, or not, Kevin. Yeah, that's what started it.
It just catches the left rear. You see him come down the racetrack right there, and that just sends Larson almost head on into the fence. On board with Ryan Blaney. See that car of Priest is down there on fire. On board the 17 of Chris Buescher. See all those cars checking up right there. All these cars full of fuel right there, probably still up in the fuel neck. And
well, the way it pulled that left rear wheel around, it was in the wheel well pretty weird. I don't know if it maybe pulled the bottom with those tires, and Reddick trying to get under him. He's going to do it.
He's going to get 5 of them.
You don't hear that every day. He's going to get 5 of them, Mike.
Yeah, Christopher Bell is.
Oh, we got him around. Herbst is around.
And it's Riley Herbst, and he gets slammed into from both ends.
Bell's into the wall. Bush is around. Nemechek, heavy front end damage.
Well, you nailed it, Clint. I mean, this is what happens when you get guys on old tires, guys on new tires. You get accidents like that with the big difference in pace.
Alex Bowman cut down to the bottom of the racetrack. Riley Herbst, who he was battling to be the first car, not yet qualified for the finale. And then chaos. Now Zane's
product of those old tires. See Bell in trouble behind him. Starts to get loose up off the corner. Bowman's there. Not enough room, and they're wrecking.
And as Nemechek comes across, who does he catch but Kyle Busch, who had been penalized for speeding and ends up in this.
That's the way it works. When you shoot yourself in the foot, you wind up back here in the hornet's nest, and that's the end of it.
So this will end segment 1, maybe just in time for some of these drivers.
There.
And remember, folks, this straightaway is banked, as are the corners, so you just don't straighten out like you do on a flat surface.
And narrow. I mean, it is so narrow. There are not very many places to get out of trouble.
Well, Bubba Wallace was your stage winner, or I'll say segment. We're doing segments.
Segment 2.
You see those leaders right next to each other. See those hood flaps. They're so close that it's pushing the hood flaps open on A.J. Allmendinger's car. No. Contact.
That's because you got loose underneath him off of 4. That could have been big, right in front of the whole field.
Going to lead 39 of them. A.J. Allmendinger led 27. Chase Briscoe 7. Shane Van Gisbergen 2. Well, it's a regular checkered flag because NASCAR is officiating each of these 3 races as separate individual entities rather than having a stage break. So Tyler Reddick's win right here should put him in the first 2 rows of our 200-lap finale.